Feel the pieces tonight. Tatfelk's story wraps you in calm and comfort. The Tale of Susan and Muck, a lesson in patience. This story is about Susan, a kind woman who learns the value of patience through her interactions with a magical creature named Muck. Once upon a time, in a quaint village nestled between emerald hills and the sparkling azure sea, there lived a woman named Susan. Susan was known for her kindness and nurturing spirit, but what she struggled with the most was patience. Her days were filled with tasks and responsibilities, and she often found herself hurrying through them, missing out on the small joys that life offered. One sunny morning, Susan encountered a charming animal named Muck. Muck was a mischievous yet wise little creature that looked like a blend of a rabbit and a squirrel, with shimmering fur that glowed like morning dew. Muck had the special ability to sense emotions and wanted to teach Susan an important lesson in patience. "Susan, would you care to take a walk with me?" Muck asked, his eyes twinkling with a secret. Susan, intrigued by the shimmering creature, agreed. As they walked, Muck led her to a garden filled with flowers not yet in bloom. "Look at these buds," Susan Muck instructed. "Each one has its time to open. You cannot rush them, just like life's moments." Susan watched the buds closely, and she started to realize how her hurried nature was making her miss these moments. Over the next few weeks, Muck visited Susan every day. They would walk to the garden, observe the buds, and talk about life. Susan began to appreciate the process, the slow transformation of the buds into beautiful flowers. She started to apply this lesson to her daily life, taking time to enjoy simple things, a warm cup of tea, the laughter of children, and the beauty of sunsets. One day, Susan noticed a change in herself. She felt calmer, more at peace. The garden was now in full bloom, each flower a testament to her newfound patience. The Muck, seeing this transformation, smiled warmly and said, "Oh, please see, Susan, patience doesn't might change the outcome. It changes you forward." Susan thanked Muck for the invaluable lesson, her heart lighter than it had ever been. From that day forward, she embraced a life filled with patience and gratitude. And so, in the quaint village between the hills and the sea, Susan lived with a newfound sense of tranquility, always remembering the wise words of her charming animal friend. The end. Let's continue with a new journey. Phlox and Dahlia, a night of reassurance. This story is about Phlox finding reassurance in her dreams and purpose through a magical encounter with the star-wrapped Dahlia. Phlox lived in a small village nestled between lush green hills, where the stars glittered like diamonds in the night sky. Every evening, as the sun dipped below horizon, Phlox would sit by the edge of the hill, gazing up at the twinkling constellations. One special night, while the cool breeze gently rustled the leaves, a radiant star descended from the heavens and landed beside her. It was Dahlia, the star-shield, with a glowing aura and eyes that held the mysteries of the universe. "Hello, Phlox," then whispered, her voice like a soft melody. "Why do you look so worried?" Phlox sighed, her heart heavy with doubt. "I sometimes feel small and insignificant under this vast sky," she confessed. "What if my dreams are just as unreachable as those stars?" Dahlia's eyes softened, and she took Phlox's hand in hers. "Look closer," she encouraged, pointing to the sky. "You see how every star belongs to a constellation? Each one has a place and purpose, just as you do." Intrigued, Phlox gazed up and noticed patterns she had never seen before. "But how do I find my place?" she wondered aloud. Dahlia smiled gently. "By believing you have one," she said. "Your light shines in ways you might not realize yet. Sometimes, it takes time to see your own brilliance, just as it takes starlight time to reach Earth. Phlox felt a warmth spread through her, the words seeping into her heart like a comforting embrace. "Do you think my dreams can come true?" she asked, hope flickering in her eyes. "Bonjour," Dahlia reassured, her smile radiant as the moon. "Dreams are seeds sown in the heart. With patience and love, they grow and blossom. Trust in your journey, Phlox, and trust in yourself." With Dahlia's words echoing in her mind, Phlox felt a newfound confidence. Together they sat under the starlit sky, sharing stories and dreams until the first light of dawn. As the morning sun peeked over the horizon, Dahlia began to shimmer, preparing to return to the sky. "Will I see you again?" Phlox asked, her voice a mix of longing and gratitude. "I'll always be here," Dahlia promised, pointing to her heart. "Whenever you need reassurance, just look up at the stars and remember our night together." Phlox nodded, feeling a bond that transcended the earthly and celestial realms. With a final wave, Dahlia ascended, leaving a trail of light that sparkled long after she had vanished. And so, every night, Phlox would look at the stars, feeling reassured and ready to embrace her dreams, knowing that she was never truly alone. Our next tale awaits, calm and heartwarming. Buttercup and Lobelia's Devotion. This story is about Buttercup and her cloud guardian friend Lobelia, who protected their village from a devastating storm through their unwavering devotion and forged a lifelong bond. In a quaint little village nestled between snow-capped mountains, there lived a girl named Buttercup. Known for her golden hair and sunny disposition, Buttercup had a special friend, a cloud guardian named Lobelia. Lobelia was a gentle being, composed of the softest clouds and often cloaked the village in shimmering mist. The bond between them was pure and unbreakable. Each morning, Buttercup would invite Lobelia to float down and play. They would chase each other under the bright, clear sky, laughing and singing songs of joy. But one cold winter, a dark shadow crept over the mountains. An ominous storm, brewing for days, threatened the village. The villagers feared for their homes, their cattle, and their very lives. It was then that Lobelia revealed their true power, transforming into a massive, protective cloud that enveloped the village. Buttercup watched with tears in her eyes as Lobelia shielded her home from the fierce winds and driving snow. Despite the freezing temperatures, Lobelia stood strong, their vapor form neither dissipating nor faltering. For 3 days and 3 nights, the storm reached, but within the protective barrier of Lobelia, the village remained safe and warm. When the storm finally passed, Lobelia's form wavered and faded, exhausted from the immense effort. Buttercup ran to the highest peak, where Lobelia hovered, a faint outline against the now calm sky. She whispered words of gratitude and devotion, promising to be Lobelia's lifelong friend. In a gentle whisper, Lobelia responded, their voice like the softest breeze, reassuring Buttercup that their bond would never break. From that day on, Buttercup and Lobelia's friendship deepened. They taught the villagers how to embrace the sky, to appreciate the gentle breeze as a whisper of protection. Season after season, Lobelia watched over the village, and Buttercup never forgot the sacrifice her friend made. As years went by, their devotion became legend, a story told to children as they drifted into dreams. In the hearts of the villagers, Buttercup and Lobelia's legacy lived on, a testament to the unwavering bond of true friendship. Let's drift softly into another chapter. The Courageous Journey of Lotus and Aster. This story is about the courageous journey of a kind-hearted human, Lotus, and her loyal rabbit friend, Aster, as they venture through challenges to dispel darkness from their village and discover that true courage comes from the heart. Once upon a time, in a quaint village surrounded by blossoming meadows and towering mountains, lived a kind-hearted human named Lotus and her loyal rabbit friend, Aster. They shared a bond that was as strong as the roots of the ancient trees in their village. One day, a mysterious darkness began to creep into their beautiful valley, casting long shadows and causing fear to spread among the villagers. Lotus, with her gentle heart and unwavering spirit, knew something had to be done. She decided to embark on a journey to uncover the source of this darkness and restore light to their home. Aster, with his twitching nose and brave heart, insisted on accompanying her. As they ventured deeper into the unknown, the landscape around them became wild and unpredictable. The lush meadows turned into dense forests and the towering mountains seemed even more formidable. Despite the challenges, Lotus and Aster continued onward, guided by the light of their friendship. One chilly evening, they came across an ancient, gnarled tree that seemed to whisper secrets of the past. At its base, they discovered a hidden path that led them to a secluded glen. There, they found an old, wise owl named Sola, who had seen many seasons come and go. Sola told them that the darkness was born from fear, and that only a courageous heart could dispel it. With newfound determination, Lotus and Aster continued their journey. They faced many trials, including crossing a raging river, climbing treacherous cliffs, and outsmarting a sly fox. Each challenge tested their courage, but together, they grew stronger. Finally, they reached the heart of the darkness, a shadowy cave hidden deep within the mountains. Inside, they found a frightened creature, shivering and alone. Lotus approached it with kindness and offered her hand. The creature, sensing her genuine compassion, revealed itself to be a small, frightened spirit that had lost its way. Lotus embraced the spirit, and Aster nuzzled it gently. With their combined warmth and courage, the spirit began to glow, banishing the darkness from the valley. The sun broke through the clouds, and the village was filled with light and happiness once again. The villagers rejoiced, and Lotus and Aster were celebrated as heroes. They had shown that true courage comes from the heart, and that even the smallest, most frightened creature can find its way home with a little help from friends. From that day on, the bond between Lotus and Aster grew even stronger, and they continued to explore the world together, ready to face any challenge with unwavering courage. Let this story stay with you as you drift into sleep.